In this video, I am going to build a fully functional WordPress website using only free AI tools. There are a few AI tools available for a WordPress to build a complete website. But after I experiment with them, even the paid tools, they are not even ready for a production level ready website. Client can't able to easily edit any text on the website. It's totally misaligned with the responsiveness and editing features of the WordPress. So in this video, with my limited coding knowledge, I am setting a goal of creating only using free AI tools. Creating a fully functional production ready website that client can able to easily edit their website by themselves. A fully functional production level Elementor friendly website. So here is a short demo of how we build the website in an Elementor friendly way. Here I am editing the hero section, I am entering the title, I am entering the description and changing the buttons, disabling the button icon, secondary button and disabling the scroll bar indicator. Everything is fully functional just like a premium WordPress theme. The next is service card. We can able to change the emoji of each of this box. Like you see here, we can able to easily edit the title. I'm entering the red color text and changing the font family, font sizes, letter spacings and so on. For here, I am changing the service box background colors. I can able to increase the icon size of it. For this custom made testimonial section, I can able to duplicate the multiple testimonials in this one section easily by just clicking a copy button. So this video process is very simple. We are going to use only two free tools. First one is a Lovable, where we enter a simple prompt to build a landing page in a HTML version. Taking that HTML versions to Claude to create a simple WordPress theme and simple Elementor add-on plugin, where we add all of those HTML sections, converting them into Elementor friendly widgets. By doing this, anyone in our website can able to easily edit without relying on developer. This is why I see this is a production ready website. In a Lovable tool, you get a 5 free credits per day, maximum of 30 credits in a month. To get an extra 10 credits, use my invite link in the description before you sign up Lovable. First, I am giving the prompt of create a business landing page for my financial consulting. For this financial consulting, of course, you can able to change your name based on the website you need. Here I am entering the most straightforward approach for this HTML website. The first one is index.html, where all the HTML code should place in this file. The next one is for the styles.css, where all the CSS codes are placed in the CSS file. And the scripts.js is for all the jQueries or JavaScript codes that is used for this HTML page. With a simple prompt, I am just clicking enter. Of course, if you want this prompt, I will add in the description below. So after sending this prompt to Lovable, what it's saying is I can able to build a React web application, not the HTML version. What it's saying is we can able to right click, view page source, can able to download the full HTML version. Of course, for this issue, we can able to give a further prompt to get an exact HTML version from it. The next prompt, what I'm saying is I need a HTML, CSS, JS file, so I can able to convert them into a WordPress website. Even after I entering it, what it's saying is you can able to get the HTML code by publishing this project and go to the browser and view page source. You can able to copy the full HTML code version from it. So I'm going to do the same. Now you see we have a balance of 1.7 credits. I'm pretty sure we can able to get the HTML version by using the balance credits. This website is properly built, all sections are clean and every content is related to the financial consulting business. Let me preview the website here, and as it previously said, I'm going to click the view page source, but unfortunately since it is a React app, we only saw root ID. So what I'm going to is I'm just copy and entering the further prompt to get the full HTML version. So I'm going to enter this prompt. Browser is rendering only the root ID, not the full HTML. So let's see what it gives. And finally, it gave us the 3 important files what we explained before. And my total free credits are done for today. So in the public folder, you will see the 3 files: landingpage.html, scripts.js, styles.css. I'm going to select that file and click the download icon in the top right corner and save it in my local system. So I'm opening the downloaded HTML version. You see the fully functional exact version is downloaded properly, which is the same output what we saw on the Lovable. So the HTML front end part is totally done. Next, let's go for the Claude AI, where I'm going to enter the few prompts for building a WordPress theme and Elementor widget add-on. For the Claude itself, I'm going to use the free version. So for the Claude, I'm entering this total prompt. What I'm saying is you are a WordPress development expert. I need help with converting HTML to WordPress. My HTML file structure is landingpage.html, where all HTML code is, scripts.js, which is in the same folder, which is really important to mention, where all JavaScript jQuery code is, styles.css also in the same folder, where all the CSS code is. Can you share simple theme files that are within this structure? And of course, by advance, I am mentioning that we are going to convert HTML sections into Elementor add-on here itself. So this particular chat thread memory will define it in the initial prompt itself. So I'm just entering the prompt. After a few minutes, I got these files for the WordPress theme. Here it's saying clear explanation of your theme folder structure. First, you see the style.css. This is where we have to copy the style.css, our HTML version, and paste it here. That is the first one. Functions.php, index.php, we have to download from here the exact same scripts.js file that we downloaded from the HTML version. Header.php, footer.php, and screen screenshot.png in this 1200 into 900 size as a theme thumbnail. This is where you see the preview of that particular thumbnail in the theme grid when you saw on WordPress admin panel themes page. So let's follow the exact steps it recommended us. The first, I'm going to create the new folder name, and finally in this response you see the Elementor widget plugin that is coming next. This is why defining this part is really important at initial prompt itself. If you click this box, you will see only one file, but in the top left corner you see the 3 dots. If you click that, you will see all the files list. This is where you can select and download it and store it in your theme folder. First, let's take the screenshot.png. For the screenshot, we can just use our website's post section to take a screenshot from. Okay. For this one, I am using Awesome Screenshot Chrome extension tool. I am just taking a visible part of this area. For here in the resize button, once screenshot is taken, clicking a resize button and width is 1200 pixel and click the resize and done and download it. While saving the screenshot, I am just going to create a new folder called unzipped landing page. For the screenshot file name, we should follow the same file name structure that Claude clearly mentioned it in the message. For here, I am just copying the screenshot.png and renaming the file that we just downloaded. Next, scripts.js, just copying from the HTML version and pasting into the theme file. Next, style.css, I am just downloading and saving it as a CSS file. Next, functions.php, I am just downloading from the Claude, but Claude gives us WP theme functions.php, which is not the correct name. So I am just removing the WP theme, just storing it as functions.php file alone. Same for index.php, header.php, footer.php. In a local system, I just installed the first WordPress. You see there is no extra theme other than the default theme, and there is no plugins in it. Let's first install the WordPress theme that we just now created using the Claude steps. To install our theme, I am just compressing our folder into a zip file and adding them into an upload theme and choosing that file, install and activate it. The active theme name is my HTML to WordPress theme, which is not the correct name. So in my local WordPress theme folder, I am just going to open the style.css file. For the theme name, I am just entering unzipped landing page, and same for author name, I am just entering my name. So I just reloaded it. Theme name and theme author is now changed. Same for the other values in the style.css, you can just change it based on your needs. I'm just clicking the preview. You see there is a blank page because we have not added any content or the CSS file. To make the WordPress theme look exactly like the HTML version, there is a two-step painting from the Claude original response. One from style.css, where our all CSS code should be placed here. The next one is for index.php, where we copy all HTML codes and place it inside the index.php file. See, I opened the HTML version and theme version. Let's open the HTML version style.css. I am just copying all the code. In the theme folder, I am opening the style.css. Here you see the command, your existing CSS content goes below this command. The command is clearly mentioned. So I am just going to paste below this command all the code we copied from style.css file. Next, index.php file, pasting in the full HTML code to this file. Inside the body tag, I am copying all the code without the scripts.js file because it was added already. So I am just copying the HTML code between the body tag. I opened the index.php file. There you see the clear commands already there. Your HTML goes here, end of the HTML content. We have to paste our copied HTML version between this command. So I am pasting and saving it and closing it. So let me reload the WordPress site. I don't see any styles are applied here. So what I am going to is just right click vpaste source. Let me check style.css is properly loaded or not. You see this style.css code is not properly updated yet. This is because of your browser local cache or history. So what I am going to is just do the force reload or just reload this file, and it updated the file. We see all the code that we pasted just now, and again reloading this page, it's loading properly now. If you face a similar issue like this, I'm pretty sure you have to check your files, is it updated properly on a browser or not. If not, clear browser cache or history to reload the page. So like you see here, we completed HTML to WordPress, but it's still not there yet because we can't able to edit any text without touching the code file, right? So we have to give the client or non-code editor to get a full easy editable access for this total WordPress website. This is why I called production level ready website. To give the full visual editing experience, I'm going to build using the Elementor widgets. Elementor is most popular WordPress plugin in plugin repository. Of course, it is well known in WordPress community. If your client or the team is already experienced with the Elementor, we are going to make this website very user friendly for them to edit the website effectively. Before creating Elementor add-on plugin, what I'm going to do is separating the header and footer from the index.php file. I'm just cutting the navigation part and opening the header.php file and pasting the code here after this command. And same for the footer, just cut the footer code part from index.php file and paste above here where the command is clearly mentioned. So after that, I'm just reloading the page. The header and footer is now gone. So I'm going to ask the same thing again for the Claude, as header and footer is not visible. So what I'm saying here in the Claude is I done the above process. The activation process is also done. Theme activation process is also done. I pasted navigation HTML code to header.php, footer codes to footer.php, but the page is not visible, the header and footer. After a few seconds, just give me an update for index.php file. So I'm just copying the get header code and pasting it above the index.html file, and for the footer I'm just copying the get footer code and pasting below the index.php file. Paste it and save it and reloading. Now the header and footer is loading properly. And just copied the HTML code for a header and pasted in the Claude, saying I can able to easily edit from the WordPress for this header code. So after a minute it gives the two file updates. One is header.php and another one is functions.php. I'm going to copy the entire file and paste it into header.php. Same for the functions.php. After reloading the WordPress admin, you see the menus under the appearance. I'm clicking the menu, but I am here entering the main menu and create the menu. I'm setting it as a primary menu. On print and page, I'm reloading it. You see the home and sample page is updated here, which means it is working properly. Now we add our own navigation to here from the WordPress menu. For here, I am just adding a services menu as a custom links. Same for the about and results and clicking a save button. Just reloading it, I see the all menus available, whatever we entered previously. So it is functioning properly. So when I click the service about results, it goes to the specific section. So everything is perfectly fine. So the next, it clearly explains we can able to edit the logo and button from the header. For that one, we have to go to the appearance customize. Header settings, we can able to edit the logo text. For here, Apex Financial, I am removing the financial, so make it the Apex alone. And changing the contact us button to get started. You see the right side, it's both updated, and click the publish option. We can also able to change the CTA button URL here. So like you see here, I am reloading this page. Now the header is totally enabled for anyone can able to edit without touching the code file. Same goes for the footer. You can just copy the total footer code and give the prompt to Claude. It should be easily editable. What it will give is a widgets. We can able to add a multiple widgets in this footer to make it more functional. But for now, I am going to start building a Elementor widgets from the hero section. For that one, what I am going to give is a simple prompt. And the first one is we have to set a skill set for this Claude. You are an Elementor add-on plugin expert. The next, I need a simple add-on Elementor plugin. There I will paste the each HTML sections. You should understand the purpose of each sections, create the text, colors, typography, repeated text, links, and so on. And also I said in the future, in the same thread, I am going to paste the HTML version. You have to convert them into a Elementor widget. Next, I said I just need a HTML version widget, not the CSS or JS files, because those are already part of the theme file. In the next line, what I said is first I need an add-on plugin for an Elementor. From there, we can able to start and moving on further sections creation process. Once it's entered, it creates the two files. The one is Apex Elementor add-on.php file, which is a core file for a plugin. The next one is an example widget. For the installation process, first what it's saying is in the plugins folder, we have to create Apex Elementor add-on folder. In that folder, we have to add Apex Elementor add-on.php file. I'm going to do the same in the local folder. So I created the folder and downloaded this PHP version and pasted it here. Next, I'm going to create a widgets and download the example widget PHP code into that widget folder. Now let me go to the plugins. You see our creator plugin is available here. Before activating it, I'm going to activate the Elementor plugin first. I'm going to search Elementor, install and activate it. After activating it, the Elementor gives an onboarding flow. I'm just going to skip all. So I'm going to activate our plugin too. It's activated. Let's see how it is working now. So I'm going to click edit with Elementor in any page. So let me search the example widget and select and drag and drop it. You see the default heading, default description, everything is there. So this plugin works perfectly fine. So now let's build each of our HTML section as a widget in this plugin using a Claude. For the first, I'm just copying the hero section. What I mentioned here is I need this section to be converted Elementor widget. So after a few seconds, it gives a two update. One is for the Apex original file. Hero section.php file is added here. So I'm just copying this part of the code and pasting into our plugin file. So I just pasted it here. For the new file, hero section.php file, I'm saving in this file and copy the code and paste it here. To see this hero section is properly loading or not, I'm going to open the Elementor again. The widget name is hero section. So I'm just going to search the hero section. I just click and drag it here. So like you see here, the hero section is properly converted. Every text in this section is easily editable in the left side part. But one issue in the container is in the boxed width. So I'm going to make this container as a full width. So I'm just going to publish it. You see that section is properly converted. The benefit is we can able to click any of this text. Like you see here, I'm entering the title, entering the description, changing the button text, disabling the button arrow, changing the secondary button, disabling a scroll indicator if we need it. Like you see here, this is how effectively Claude thinks about this Elementor widget. Even if we created, I don't think that we build this much options available in this particular hero section. Claude thinks everything in a perfect way, needed customization options in this particular section. Same goes for other sections too. One thing you notice, there is a around space available in this particular hero section. So that is added from this container padding. So we have to select the container, click the advanced and padding and enter 0, save it. So once it's saved, I am reloading. So around space is now removed. Plus you see the admin bar is overlapping the header section. But if you log out, the front end view looks always fine. So you don't need to worry about the overflow issue in the header admin bar for the logged in users. So now I'm going to replicate the same process for all other sections to create a Elementor widgets for. So totally now it's created. You see the extra 4 sections are created. Service, about, results, content in a proper order as per our HTML file. Same of the widget files is also created in the widgets folder. In the index.php, I also cleaned the code, get header, the content and footer. Header and footer is for the header and footer, and the content is between section that we are going to add using Elementor widgets. Let's add a between sections as per our HTML file. I'm going to search the service section and click and drag it. Same goes for a container width to be full width. We can able to customize our service title just entering the few text. Same for the description too. The next is for the service box. This is really important. We can able to change anything we want in this particular box. For now here I'm changing the emoji icon to tick icon. Same for the title and the description. For this box alone we can able to add a total link to google.com. You see now the total box is linked. So now the box is totally enabled for the total link. We have not give this as an extra prompt. Claude AI thinks it's owned by maybe we need the whole box as a link. For this style tab we can able to easily change the tile color, typography of this title, changing the font, increase and decrease the size. Everything is affecting visually. I just reset to make it look better. I am just clicking and changing the service box colors. I just reset the color and I can able to change the icon sizes here too. Same level of customization goes for the title and description. Next let's add the about section. I click the container and make it the full width. I said earlier there is an outer spacing in each sections. I am going to click the container and selecting advanced and give a padding as a 0 for each of these sections. In the editing features we can able to change each of these boxes like certified professional. We can able to duplicate it, change the title, change the tick icon, change the description, everything. We can able to duplicate multiple times if you want to have multiple points for this particular section. Same like the previous box. Like if you want an extra row from a 6 box to 9 box, we can able to duplicate it easily. For now we don't need it. I'm just clicking a delete option. For this stat card we can able to select the style and the number size. We have not specifically mentioned about this card modification in a Claude AI, but Claude AI itself won it thinks to create these options should be useful for our users for a further customizations. This is really awesome. I'm just changing the primary accent and experimenting some of the things. Everything is clearly editable and fully functional. I'm just click delete option. Next for the results, same goes for the other sections too. I'm just doing the same modifications. Of course we can able to duplicate multiple testimonials if we have more than 3 testimonials. For this one testimonial I'm just clicking and I can able to enter that person name, author role or company name, testimonial text, or we can able to upload the author image itself here. Next I am adding the contact section, giving the same level of container edits. If I click this content we can able to change the title and the content, and then the contact items we can able to duplicate a multiple items if we have more offices or phone numbers. If I enlarge one, we can able to change an icon, phone text and phone number. Everything is really easy to editable. Next for the form setting is just for the title. You can enter the shortcode from the content form 7 or WP forms that you created previously. Just put the code here. It will render the proper shortcode output as a form. For now it's just build a static form from itself. So everything is perfectly clear. Style tab and advanced tab, everything is functioning properly. So I am previewing the page after saving it. So every sections from HTML version is properly converted here, and every text you saw here easily editable by Elementor widgets. So I can say it's a fully production ready website that is available to everyone, can able to easily edit anything in this website. So in this video we have not used any paid tools. With a limited coding knowledge we build a complete WordPress website that anyone can able to edit easily. In a Lovable we build a full HTML version. By using the HTML version we give a prompt to the Claude to create a theme and plugin files. It's not a minimal or MVP version, it's a fully functional WordPress website. As I said beginning of this video, there are multiple AI tools available for a WordPress. After I tried a few of them, those all are not fully functional or production level yet ready for a website. That's why I found this workaround really useful, and it's a production grade level website. So I found this workaround really useful for me. That's why I shared it as a video. So if you are a freelancer or part of a team member who want to build a complete functional WordPress website for your project or a client project, you can use this as a primary workflow. For a Lovable AI, if you want an extra 10 credits, use my invite link in the description below. If you found this video helpful, like this video, subscribe to my channel for further similar video tutorials. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.